July 29th, 2022, Rosh Chodesh Ab. The fast of Tisha B'Av is just 9 days away. They will commemorate and mourn the loss of Beit HaMikdash 1 and Beit HaMikdash number 2. And that obviously makes us think, when will this all end? When will the Geulah come? When will the Mashiach come? When will Am Yisrael have its kingdom back? And these are thoughts that people need to know and people need to understand. And unfortunately, most never delve into that arena. We're just going to touch upon it between now and the fast. Rambam, in his magnum opus, his Mishneh Torah, his Yad HaZakah, the last book is called Sefer Shofetim, and the last set of halachot in Sefer Shofetim is Hilchot Melechim Umilhamot. And the last two chapters deal with our subject. We're going to be studying chapters 11 and 12. Chapter 11 deals with Melekh HaMashiach, and chapter 12 deals with Yemot HaMashiach. So, the king, the Messiah king, and the days of the Messiah. So we're starting with Hilchot Melechim Umilhamot, Perek 11, Halacha Aleph. המלך המשיח עתיד לעמוד ולהחזיר מלכות בית דוד ליושנها, הממשלה הראשונה, ובונה מקדש ומקבש את חי ישראל, וחוזרין כל משפטים בימיו כשהיו מקודם, מקריבין קורבנות ועושים שמתין ויובלות ככל מצוותן האמורה בתורה. Rambam makes it very, very simple for us. In the future, at the proper time, the King Mashiach will arise, and he will return the kingdom to the Davidic line, the line of David Melekh and his descendants. First, he's going to create the government. Then he's going to build the Beit HaMikdash. Then he's going to gather in all of those Jews that are scattered throughout the world. And he's going to return all the laws, all the statutes in his day as they were in days of old. We're going to resume bringing korbanot, sacrifices, and we're going to do Shemitah and Yobel, like all the mitzvot that are said and detailed for us in the Torah. וכל מי שאינו מאמין בו, ומי שאינו מחכה לביאתו, לא בשאר נביאים בלבד הוא כופר, אלא בתורה ובמשה רבנו. Powerful statement. Anybody who does not believe in the Mashiach and does not wait for his coming, does not look forward to his coming, not only is he a heretic in regards to all the Nebi'im, all the prophets, but more than that, he is a heretic and he's turning against the Torah and Moshe Rabbeinu. Shahare Torah he'ida alav, because the Torah gave testimony to the Mashiach. I'm going to read it straight from the Chumash. It's from Parashat Nisabim, Perek Lamed, Pesukim Gimel, Dalet, and He. Veshab Adonai Elohecha et Shebutecha v'rihamecha, Veshab v'kibbescha mikol ha'amim, asher hefisecha Adonai Elohecha shama, im yeh nidachacha b'kseh ha'shamayim, misham yikabbescha Adonai Elohecha, umisham yikahecha. והביאך אדוני אלוהיך אל הארץ אשר ירשו אבותיך וירשתها והיטיבך והרבך מאבותיך. So there's no confusion as to what these Pesukim mean. I'll read it with the English translation, because it's very important. Then the Lord your God will restore your fortunes, return you back from captivity, and have compassion on you, and gather you again from all the nations where he scattered you. Even if you have been banished to the most distant land under the heavens, from there the Lord your God will gather you and bring you back. He will bring you to the land that belonged to your fathers, and you will take possession of it. He will make you more prosperous and numerous than your fathers. So this is an outright promise from Borei Olam as to what he will do when the time comes. ואלו הדברים המפורשים בתורה הם כוללים כל הדברים שנאמרו על ידי כל הנביאים. And these explicit and specific words that are stated in Torah include all the words said by all the Nebi'im, by all the prophets. So if you go through all the books of the prophets, Nebi'im Rishonim and Nebi'im Aharonim, okay, and take all of their prophecies for the end of days, everything they said is included in these three Pesukim. But not only that, Rambam tells us, in other words, in Parashat Balak, which we just read 2 weeks ago, Perek Kavdalet, Pesukim Yod Zayin and Yod Het, Ne'emar, it says, Vesham Nibba B'shnei HaMashiachim, and over there, Bil'am, or Balak rather, Bil'am, prophesizes and tells us about the two Mashiachs. Mashiach number 1, which is David Melekh. He was the first one to be anointed as part of the Davidic line. And Mashiach number 2 is the one that will be anointed in the future, the King Mashiach, as Rambam tells us. B'sham nibba b'shnei HaMashiachim. He prophesies there about the two Mashiachim. But Mashiach Harishon Shehu David, Shehoshia et Yisrael miyad sarehem, that King David, he was the anointed one, and he saved us from those who oppressed us. Mashiach HaHaron She'amod banav, and the final Mashiach who will arise from his descendants, Shemoshia et Yisrael miyad bnei Esav, who will save Yisrael from the hands of the descendants of Esav. Vesham hu omer. Listen to the Pesukim. In fact, let's open up the Pesukim and read it straight before we read it in Rambam. As we said, it's in Parashat Balak, Perek Kaf Dalet, Pesukim Yod Zayin and Yod Het. Ir'ennu velo atta, ashurennu velo karob. דרך כוכב מיעקב וקם שבט מישראל ומחס פאתי מואב וקרקר כל בני שת והיה אדום ירשה והיה ירשה שעיר אויביו וישראל עושה חיל. Tremendous prophecy. And what does this prophecy mean? Again, we'll translate that way. There's no question about it whatsoever. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star will come out of Yaakov, a scepter will rise out of Israel. He will crush the foreheads of Moab, the skulls of all the sons of Shet. Edom will be conquered. Seir, his enemy, will be conquered. But Israel will grow strong. What does Rambam say about this? But Rambam continues. Ir'ennu velo atta, David. This is a reference to King David. Ashurennu velo karob, Melekh Mashiach. The one that I foresee but not near is the final Mashiach. Darach kochab mi Yaakov, that shooting star from Yaakov, it's David. Vekam shebet mi Israel, and the scepter that arose out of Israel, that's Melekh Mashiach. ומאחז פעתי מואב זה דוד, וכן הוא אומר ויחד מואב וימדדם בחבל. And we have a reference in Shemuel HaNabi about David HaMelekh as well. Basically in Shemuel Bet, what happened in Perek Het, Pasuk Bet, we see it. David also defeated Moab, and he made them lie down on the ground, and he measured them off with a length of cord, with rope. Every 2 lengths of them were put to death, and the 3rd length he allowed to live. So what happened in the end? The Moabim became subject to David, and they brought tribute to David HaMelekh. He showed them who's boss, and he did it by killing off basically 2/3 of them, if you will. וקרקר כל בני שד זה המלך המשיח שנאמר בו מושלו מים עד ים והיה אדום ירשה, again David, שנאמר ותהי אדום לדוד לעבדים. The pasuk, if you continue in Shemuel Bet, later on in that same Perek Het, Pesukim Yod Dalet, and as well as Pasuk Vav, those 2 Pesukim together talk about Edom being slaves to David HaMelekh. והיה ירשה שעיר אוהביו, talking about Melekh HaMashiach, שנאמר ועלו מושעים בהר ציון לשפוט את הר עשיו, from Sefer Obadiah. So this is the first halakha regarding Melekh HaMashiach. We'll read the second halakha and we'll conclude for today. He said, Rambam, he wants to bring you another proof that things are yet to happen. Av be'arei miklat omer. Regarding the Arei Miklat, the cities of refuge, it says, V'im yarhib Adonai Elohecha et gibulecha, v'yasafta lecha od 3 arim ala 3 ha'elle. In the future, when God expands your boundaries, you're going to need more cities of refuge, and you're going to add 3 to the ones that you already have. This hasn't happened yet. This has yet to happen. That means it's still going to happen. You think God just commanded this just for the sake of sounding nice? Of just talking big? God doesn't say things for no reasons. He goes the same way God said this, and this is going to happen, so such everything that the Nebi'im have said, as we said before, the Nebi'im Rishonim and the Nebi'im Aharonim, everything that they have prophesied about the future, every one of their words is yet to come true, and it's all going to happen when the Mashiach comes. Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll have a beautiful Shabbat, and we'll continue after Shabbat.